is spiritual warfare. Your mind is a battlefield.
Yes, it is.
You know, your mind is a battlefield. And what's the hardest thing to trump is the emotions that bring your mind into thoughts and into your feelings. Sometimes seemingly you cannot control. You know, you mess around, you got real close to somebody, and the people that are closest to you, they can tee you off with just one single exchange. They can cause you to just be upset for the rest of the day. And we have this little line now, but I don't like it. Get out your feelings. No, you get out your action.
My Citadel experience has been awesome.
It's great.
Life-changing.
It's a journey every time you come over here.
Words really can't express. When Pastor Drumwright first told me he was opening the church, I was a little nervous. I was also excited. I knew that it was a move of God. Ever since he was 5 years old, I knew this was what God had intended for him to do. This is what he was born to do. So at the same time, I had to take the mother out of my thoughts and know that it was what God wanted him to do. So I was very excited.
My best friend at the time, Sherelle, she called me and asked me if I would give her a ride to church. And I could pretty much say God pretty much tricked me into coming to the Citadel.
Told me one day he was going to Bible study, and I was like, well, cool. Is this okay with you? I want to tag along with you. He was like, oh, okay. He was a little bit surprised hearing a high school student asked to come to a Bible study.
After talking to my friend Josh, who I've known forever and a day, and I was looking for a campus ministry when I transferred here, and so he shared with me that the Citadel and Pastor Drumwright were a great connection for me.
I went to the church just to drop her off, actually, and she ended up going in, and she never came back out. So I, of course, had to go into the church to figure out, you know, what was going on with her. And when I got into the church, you know, it was just, you know, so many people. You know, the music was really wonderful. You know, pastor was up, he was preaching, he was really going forth. And it was almost as if, you know, God was really just tugging me to stay and just listen to what the man of God had to say.
What encouraged me to connect to the vision at the time was Pastor Drumwright's commitment to the things of God for such a young man.
I knew it was important for me, you know, being away from home, to get connected with the church that I can grow at. In my freshman year, I had reached out to a couple different churches, you know, and they were good, but it wasn't home.
Coming to the services and just feeling the power of God move in an awesome way.
Some of my funniest experiences at the Citadel have been having Soul Food Sundays. It's a major family event for us.
We have this thing where you run over to help someone dance. You help them get their victory, per se. And so in the midst of me running over to help her get her victory, I fell. Mind you, I'm a minister at the time, so I'm on the front row. So, you know, still, I didn't let that stop me. I had to crawl, literally.
One day, we're in his studio, in his home, of course. I don't know who decides to get him this gift, but somebody was kissing up to him real good because they got him one of his favorite candies, and that's a Kit Kat. And they got him the jumbo one. It was a big Kit Kat.
He remembered all of it after service, and he clowned me.
We were having a function that was supposed to be a very eloquent dessert concert. And Pastor Drumwright has a dog named Tegan. And of course, Tegan ran into the church. It disrupted the whole service. It was hilarious.
And he's like, oh! He jumps up, grabs the Kit Kat, and buries himself under his table, his studio table. and starts eating his Kit Kat. And we're all looking like, did he seriously just stop everything and go in this table and eat a Kit Kat? Like he's hiding from us? We can see you eating a Kit Kat under your studio table.
Pastor Drumwright has impacted my life, like beyond words that I can explain. He's a teacher, he's a mentor, he's a friend.
I could say so many things, but I would have to say, first of all, he really pushed me to a standard of excellence.
I think we can all say that his style, makes you want to step it up a little bit. But outside of that, his charismatic spirit, his willingness to serve the Lord.
He has challenged the confidence in me and just showed me how to put my faith above my feelings.
Pushing myself to a higher level than I had before, and finding inner strength in a lot of the words that he preached.
It's a great feeling to see people saved, people delivered, people healed, also myself healed. I know that God is using Pastor Drumwright to bless all ages, all races, all denominations.